itsmackvern. Listen, today we're going on a short road trip. Today we're going to be headed to Franklin, Tennessee. We're going to Franklin, Tennessee's service center, Tesla service center, because the trusty Tesla is in need of some service. So we're going to be headed up there since Alabama does not have any Tesla service centers. We have to go to adjoining states like a Georgia or a Tennessee or Mississippi even when we are in need of service for our vehicles. So today we're going to be headed to Franklin, Tennessee to get the Tesla checked out. So the Tesla front wheels, they've been making some clunking sounds. So I'm going to go up there and get it diagnosed to see what this sound is, all about, to try to see if they can resolve that problem. So listen, I'm, just going to see how many stops we're going to have to make. Franklin, Tennessee is maybe about 166, 167 miles from where I'm located here in Birmingham, Alabama. So we're estimated to make like one charging stop. But I might try to push the limit, guys, and see if I can make it, because it said if I didn't make it or didn't stop for any charging, I could get there with maybe about 4% state of charge. So I'm gonna try to push that limit today. So we're gonna see if I make it or if I have to call a tow truck. So let's have at it. So guys, right now we're at 100% state of charge. And if I go over here, I think it's gonna probably be looking like it's flashing. And change this to display, and I put it on distance. Now this is rated distance, so it's going to be an estimated calculation. So according to Tesla, that I should have 181 miles of estimated range. Now again, depending on how I would drive, or depending on weather, or if I'm going on a lot of inclines, this thing, I could get 185 miles, or I could get 150 miles. So, but I have 181 estimated miles of range, and this thing is almost done charging. It's calculating right now, so it should be done in just a little bit. So guys, we're getting ready to pull off. Like I said before, we're at 100% state of charge and 181 miles of range estimated by the Tesla. Of course, again, that's the guessometer. We'll see how many miles we actually get out of this particular road trip. Franklin, Tennessee is 167-ish, 166 miles away from my location. So we're going to see if our Tesla can push the limits of getting here without a supercharging stop. We might have to stop, but it's cool. It does not matter. But we're going to push the limits, guys. So we're getting ready to pull off. So the first part of this video, I'll be documenting the trip up to Franklin. So it won't be so much of the maintenance part or going to the Tesla service center or anything, but just kind of how it is road tripping in a classic OG Tesla Model S. So right now I'm about 20 miles into my trip of 166 mile trip. So I'm about 20 miles in. I'm at maybe about 89%. So am I going to make this 167-ish mile trip without making a supercharger stop? I don't know. We shall see. I'm gonna just probably look at the Tesla navigation. I got Waze on right now, but going on this particular trip, from Birmingham, Alabama to Franklin, Tennessee, or just Tennessee in general, it's a lot of inclines and declines, because you're going northward and you're basically going up a mountain, so there are a lot of inclines. I'm getting ready to go up an incline now, so we shall see how the range goes on this particular trip. So I want to add a note that I'm averaging about 70 miles per hour, like 65, 70 miles per hour, depends on, if traffic slows me up or whatever. So these, these inclines, they're killing my consumption. I mean, it's like when I go up a hill, it's like, I'm like losing all kind of energy when I'm going up these hills. So again, I'm trying to make it without trying to make it to a supercharger stop. The the guessometer is telling me, that I'll have to make a, supercharger stop with my, estimated range and my estimated mileage that Tesla is calculating. But it says I might get there with about 4% or something like that. So I'm trying to push it, trying to see if I can make this stop. But I don't know because, again, these hills are killing my consumption. It's like consuming a lot. And I'm pushing the AC too because it's hot in Alabama. So I'm about 45 miles into my trip, like 44 miles into my trip. And this thing is telling me to stay below 65 miles per hour to reach my destination. Now, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to push about 70, 72 because I just can't. I can't drive at 65 when the speed limit 70. It just is what it is. So whatever it is, when I get there, or if I got to charge, I'm not finna drive below 65 miles per hour. Sorry, Tesla. No way. I'm not finna do it. No way. Yeah. Fire. Come on, Frankie. Let these folks know what time it is about the South, baby. What you gonna say, Frankie? Southern girl. Look to me and I wouldn't be right if you weren't right there. Southern girl, you're the one. You're the one. Lots of lessons, lots of fun. In the mess you give me, I wanna take it everywhere. Nah, we're finna pass this stop.
20 minutes later.
So this thing is screaming at me and telling me that I need to stop and supercharge. I passed the Athens supercharger, which it was telling me to stop there and top up. But I passed there in hopes of trying to make this appointment. So I'm a little concerned now because this thing is fluctuating between 2% and 1%. Is saying that I'm gonna get there. So I'm gonna get there. Oh, so usually when you do a road trip, sometimes you can push the limits, and you'll have maybe what we call a charging stop that you can kind of go to, the after what I call a savior charging spot. So the Cornersville Tesla Supercharger Center was my savior, meaning Tesla was telling me to, hey, stop in Athens. And I was like, no, I'm not going to stop in Athens. If push come to shove, you know, I just push it to the limit a little bit, and I just drive a little bit slower, and I can stop at Cornersville, Tennessee, not too far on up the road. But guys, I passed Athens. I'm about 30 miles outside of Athens, and the Cornerville supercharger is closed. So I'm a little skeptical right now about, you know, am I going to make it? This thing is like talking about 2% or something like that or whatever, and 1% is fluctuating, and so, and I'm a little, you know, I'm a little almost scared. I have major range anxiety, so I had to slow down a little bit, trying to see if I can gain some range. So I'm right at about 1% going. Well, it says I will make it to my destination with 1%. I got major range anxiety right now. The Cornerville supercharger spot is closed, and on PlugShare, I don't see anything else up the road. And I got about 44 miles of range according to my guessometer, and I gotta make it 36 miles. So depending on, you know, how many more hills I got, how many inclines, how many, you know, if I, you know, drive a little faster than the car wants me to drive, then that could go down to 0%. So like really, really quick. So Tesla navigation, I will never doubt you again. I'm sorry. Okay, just get me there. So guys, update. I'm at mile 115 of this road trip, and guess what? I've gained 2% back. The thing was saying that I was going to make it with 2% left. Now it's reporting that I'm going to make it with 4% left. So I went down a couple of declines, which you'll see, you know, maybe, you know, in some of the B-roll video. I went down a couple of de-escalating, not really, you know, going up a hill or whatever, and I gained, you know, some regen back in my vehicle, and the thing was telling me to slow down to like, you know, 65 or something like that or whatever, and I was like, I just, people were behind me, you know, I was just like, yeah, nah. So usually when I'm going down a decline, I try to, you know, accelerate to a point where I can get some really, really good regenerative braking going down the hills or whatever. So that helped me out a lot. Wow, this thing, it actually just bumped up to 5% now. So I'm going to actually show you guys. Yeah, so it is gone to 5% now. Wow, okay. So I'm a little, you know, I'm optimistic right now. You know, I think I can do it. I think I can make it. You got people past me because I'm trying to slow down, because again, when I'm filming, I don't really want to be just speeding or anything like that. But I've been doing 70. I've been doing around about 70. So I'm gonna get back. My fellow Tesla brethren is passing me. So listen, I'm about to get back on this road. So Model Y, why are you leaving me? Why are you leaving your brother? Why are you leaving your Tesla brethren? Always choose to be you.
Now take exit 68A on the right.
I think we're gonna make it, guys. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. Baby, don't you know this so beautiful? Think we're gonna make it.
Allow the user to stay on.
Somebody's got a Cybertruck.
Now your destination is on the left.
Wow, look at all these Cybertrucks. So we've made it to the Tesla service center with like 5% left. Let me pull this thing down. 5% left on our charge. We got, look at that. That thing is blinking on like that. But yeah, we got 5% left on our charge. The thing is saying cabin overheat is kicked in, well, it's kicked off, so it won't drain the battery while it's waiting. So we're at the service center though. So I'll see what this service call is all about. So I'm just ready to get this vehicle checked out and see what the problem is, what this clunking is. I was a little, I had a lot of anxiety coming here, so I'm ready to get this trip over with. As you all see, I'm getting ready to pull into the service center. At first, I was a little confused because the bay door was down. I didn't know the service center automatically detects your vehicle when you pull close, and the door automatically opens up as you approach. And when you pull it in, it automatically goes into the service mode also. So that was a little enlightening to me. Well, that's it for this part of the video. But if you want to see what happened after this, check out part 2 of this video. Coming soon. But in the meantime, check out these videos here.